Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's take a look again at the euro currency on the daily time frame. You see that on the daily time frame market has shown the really small trading sessions on the daily time frame. This was Monday, Tuesday, and currently the Wednesday trading session. It's rather small ranged candles, and in fact all of them are inside sessions for Friday high wave pattern. So you can see within the 2 consecutive days, market still stands in the range of the Friday session. That is definitely not the reversal, not the thrusting and impulse price move. That is some choppy and retracement action on the intraday charts. As I said yesterday, I'm not quite trust to this pullback, since significant targets stand below the current market. That is 1618 extension of that ABCD pattern. That is as well, you could treat it as the target of the head and shoulders pattern. Okay, and that is also weekly yearly pivot points 129.08, slightly lower than the current market. So as I said yesterday, I would like to see another leg down when the market will hit these targets, and only after that start to think about the potential scalp long trade, just for the bounce, not for the to marry any position. That could be just for a bounce, because market is a bit overextended to the downside, no significant retracement. But here we see this confluence support on the weekly time frame. That is the 1618 extension on the daily, so rather nice support. It's probably the bounce could be a bit greater than previous bounces. You can see very small pullbacks on the market. Anyway, as I said, this will be just a scalp trade, only to get the retracement to the upside, because in general market looks heavy and probably it will continue to move to the downside even more. So the major conclusion is that on the daily time frame not much has changed from the previous trading session. You can see these small candles, as I said, so probably we still should to wait a bit for a potential move to the downside. On the 4-hour time frame, what we see, that is our setup for the 3-drive buy pattern. We see this bullish divergence. So in fact not much has changed, except maybe the moment that market has reached the level that is suitable and is nice for 3-drive pattern from the harmonic point of view, because you can see this 127 extension of that swing stands precisely at an area where I stand the 1618 extension of that swing. Okay, probably market could show a bit deeper retracement to the upside. In this case, this level will move a bit lower, since this swing will increase. But in general, I prefer to see some reversal pattern. Maybe you could ask about the potential head and shoulders pattern. So if market, for instance, move to this area, then shows the right shoulder or something of that kind. Well, probably I would agree with this if we do not have the targets right below the market. Particularly this moment tells that the head and shoulders has less probability than for instance 3-drive buy pattern. Anyway, we need the reversal pattern on the 4-hour time frame, and we do not have it yet. So that is just the setup that is on the 2/3 is completed. That is the potential 3-drive, but only for 2/3. We need the last third to the downside to be absolutely sure that market is ready for a bounce, and the pattern that will let us to join this potential scalp trade to the upside. Okay, what we see on the hourly time frame. On the hourly time frame, we see some small harmonic, small channel to the upside. You can see the price action inside of it rather choppy, and that just confirms our assumption that probably this is just a retracement. and that looks like retracement. Well, what we see here, inside of this pattern stands ABCD pattern, inside of this channel. Why this pattern is interesting for us? Because you can see this blue line, that is the weekly pivot point of the current week, 131 or 4. And this level hasn't been tested yet by the market. That's why this ABCD pattern is interesting, because the target of this ABCD stands first right in the upper border of this channel. Second, it stands absolutely close to the weekly pivot point. So market could just, for instance, accomplish this ABCD pattern, shows a bit exceeding of this level to the upside, and then turn to the forming of third drive of the 3-drive pattern. So let's see on the chart. Just a minute, I will switch to the MT software. Okay, if we suggest that this will be 131.04, where our level will stand, it's approximately this area. Well, you can see 131.04, slightly higher, right there. Okay, so if market even complete this ABCD pattern, you can see that extensions will be absolutely in the same level. So that is normal retracement for 3-drive pattern. 3-drive pattern will not be destroyed by this a bit deeper retracement to the upside. So you can see this absolutely suitable for our context, and that is really could happen. Although you can see that market has shown the nice pullback from the level that we have specified yesterday, that was 100% extension of that ABCD pattern, as we discussed. So you have a lot of room to place your stop to the break even if you entered short here. But current price action suggests that probably market could show another leg up. So let's see how it will turn, what will happen. But currently I think the nice level to watch for is 131.04 as the potential possible starting of the third leg of the 3-drive pattern on the 4-hour time frame. Well, at least currently I do not see any other possibilities. Maybe if you will find something more interesting, you welcome to the forum. So it will be a pleasure to see your comments and your analysis of the current situation on the euro currency. But personally, I will watch for the 131.04 area as the potential start point of third drive pattern.